1, 2, 3, 4. We look like a happy audience. 5, 6.
What does a fireman really do? Most of us see the movies of what firemen really do, and we see Ladder 49 or Rescue Me or Backdraft, and most of the time we realize that those duties aren't always accurate. Firemen's most average response obviously is either a fire or a medical call, whether it be a vehicle fire, a car fire, or a grass fire, or it could be a medical call, motor vehicle accident, or just a trauma call or a medical. But there's more in depth than that. That actually only occupies a very small percentage of our calls. A great majority of our time is spent doing a majority of programs that we offer. Many fire departments offer fire prevention programs, offer fire education programs, and I brought today a couple of demonstrations of some fire prevention things that we do. We are very good at puppets. We offer a good puppet program that we are getting pretty trained at. We also offer a good Sparky. We have the actual full costume, but we offer a good Sparky outfit. I won't try this on, but this is one of the things that we offer. We give out some fire helmets that we give out, and we have a lot of fire education books that we hand out and a lot of stickers to kids to help them learn. That's just one of the programs that we do. What justifies paying a fireman tax dollars? Well, the point about it is firemen really save businesses and homeowners money. How do they save homeowners money? Well, they have a rating. It's called an ISO rating. That's an insurance service office, basically, that is done out of New York. It's an organization that sets standards for fire departments and for insurance companies to lower home insurance and business insurances. And the way they set it up is they set it up on a scale from 1 to 10. 10 being the worst fire protection based and 1 being the best fire protection based. Very few fire departments in Texas have ISO ratings of a 1. Majority of your volunteer departments are either a 7 or an 8. Here in Gainesville at the city we're paid, but our ISO rating is a 5. How it can save you is, for example, I'll give you, it's 106 points is how the scale is set up of a total of 106. 50% is due to your fire department capabilities, whether it be your apparatus or your personnel or how widespread your stations are to responses. 40% of it is set up on your water systems, whether it's hydrants, how many hydrants you have in town and the water system that it can support. Can it support enough water to put out whatever type of fire you're having? 10% of it is done by your dispatch center, which is the person that you talk to when you call 911. 10% is like that, and the other 6.5% is done strictly on your fire education programs and your fire prevention programs, which is what we talked about earlier. There's several other basically ratings. The way it could save you, for example, on an ISO rating, if you were at a 9 versus a 7, it could potentially be about $367 per year could be the potential savings for that. How does fire prevention relate to firefighting? Well, James Scholl, he's a Chicago fire author who wrote a piece of literature in 1995. It is called The Firefighter Legacy. He stated a couple of good quotes in his little literature. One of them is fire prevention and firefighting are two sides to one coin, which is basically saying they fall hand in hand with each other. Even though they're different, they fall into the same category. He also stated in his article, it says firefighting is one of the few professions in which doing nothing is basically a job well done. And what he meant by that is if you have a good fire prevention program and a fire education program, a lot of times it will limit your amount of fires that you have, which is obviously a good thing for us. Basically the reason majority of our downtime we're doing is messing with equipment. We're just preparing for an event to come up, whether we're fueling our equipment, whether we're checking off our trucks. We're just making sure that when an emergency does happen, which it's inevitable it will, that's why they pay us, that we're prepared when it does happen. Basically is how that works. I went over with you today, I went over some of the ISO ratings of how that's set up, going over a scale from 1 to 10. I went over some of the different programs that we offer. I brought today is also a smoke alarm program that we do, and it's set up for for elderly, the senior citizen program, and also for some less fortunate people. We do a program where we'll install the smoke alarms in your house, and we will change the smoke alarm batteries out. We'll test your smoke alarms, If they're not up to date, we'll change the smoke alarms out for you. A lot of fire departments offer that. We also do a fire extinguisher program where we put on fire extinguisher classes for corporations, whatever large businesses. If they want, they have to be per OSHA standards, they have to have certain fire extinguisher certifications. We'll offer those classes to businesses as some of our programs that we do. We also offer station tours. We'll have children come up, whether Boy Scout groups or small groups or individuals that live within the community, and we'll offer station tours to whoever within the community that wants to do that. So that's a few of the programs that we offer. Like I said, I went over with you the ISO ratings, how they're established, how we can save homeowners and business owners money, which partially justifies the reason that you pay us tax dollars. A great majority of our call volume is not due to running calls. A lot of it's here at the station doing preventative programs to prevent fires from happening. So I've discussed with you a few of those procedures today. And thank you.